How's it going, everybody? That's right, we're back again for another Bullet Brawl. Received a challenge from Grandmaster GM Joey here on Chess.com's live server. Quickly playing the move d4, sort of strange. I think he was simply a mouse slip, to be honest, not thinking I was going to be playing the another move order as far as the closest Sicilian goes, but doesn't mean this won't be interesting. As we know, bullet chess is often much more about the time scramble and being comfortable in a position rather than whether or not it's unbiasedly equal or good. I've gained a small time advantage, and I am also up a pawn due to his sort of mouse slip blunder out of the opening, but this is tricky. White is definitely going to get some attacking chances. Not exactly clear to me how to handle that move f5, so when in doubt, always take pawns. That's my motto. This is definitely the strongest opponent I have ever played in a bullet brawl setting, so that's exciting for everybody watching. And it is rated chess, so it's all on the line here. I am going to allow the position to open up, banking on the fact that his king will probably become more of an issue here than mine. I'm going to try to unpin my knight. First step toward victory, maybe offer a trade to the bishops, which also fixes my pawn structure, allowing me to guard the f4 pawn. He, of course, recognizes that and it decides to decline the trade. First thing I need to do is unpin this knight so that I can do some damage with it later on. I'd like to play the move bishop to g4, and I'll go ahead and do so right away. If he takes, I thought he might. Now I'm going to go for this line here with knight e5 and perhaps put this other knight on g6, although it's still pretty dangerous looking here for me. Only 15 seconds and not much time to think. I'd like to win the bishop on h4. I need to this is sort of time scramble time, and hopefully I'm not blundering anything in the process. Pretty much that's how it works as far as this particular position goes. Ooh, he blundered the mouse slip, and now he is headed into a lost king and pawn ending. At least I think it was lost. Uh-oh, I better play quickly now. With only 5 seconds left, I'm going to take that pawn and push b3. And now I'm going to move over, and actually I won on time. Somehow managed to win that time scramble. Well, that was ridiculous. Obviously I was much better throughout this one, but managed to lose my way a little bit in the fireworks. But you know what? He wants a rematch, and as you all know, I have a hard time saying no to that. We are still live, so might as well put it all on the line and try to do this thing again, repeat style. This is a advanced Caro-Kann, not the most common variation, a pretty simple one. Not a very ambitious position for white to try to gain space. My idea at this point is maybe tactically to get an attack on the king side, and again, it's bullet, so the theory of the opening is not always the top priority for you when playing these types of time controls. Of course, it is important. Not that it's not important at all, but not always the top priority, I would say that. I don't really want to lose that light square bishop, but I don't think I'm going to have a choice here. He's going to move his queen to attack my knight. I'm going to defend the knight. He's going to take on d3. I'm going to take back. And I don't have the ideal attacking chances on the king side anymore. By definition, whenever you lose the light squared bishop in this type of structure, the attacking chances typically go with it. That's the unfortunate truth of that matter. But right now, I am slowly blowing the position, actually. Not looking too fantastic for me. Time to speed up and hope that I can swindle something here under time pressure. But again, this doesn't look very promising. And I'm going to lose this one here. Well, it means that we might just have a rubber match here on TV. Oops. Pre-move rook b2 because I thought that he might have played rook c1, but okay, I will resign. And now we will play one more game, rematch this thing out. Let's see if we can do it rubber game style. Alright, he decides to go for a Smith-Morra. I will accept the Gambit, pre-move my way to my particular weapon of choice whenever I'm facing the Smith-Morra, the move order I prefer. Strange and risky, slows down the development on the king side, but does so with a couple particular purposes in mind. Specifically that you take away their control of the d6 square by putting the knight on g6 rather than f6, preventing e5 tactics from being at least devastating anyway. But the positions are still always nutty, and this position is no exception. hoping to take advantage of his open king side now that I've doubled his f-pawns. I'm going to have to take back on c6 quickly here. Maybe I can put the bishop on f6 and solidify this knight. Ooh, he's going to put his bishop on c2, isn't he? And try to go for something on the diagonal. That's exactly what he's going to do. Ooh, he decides that the best way to do so might actually be to go after the c6 pawn instead, but I am okay with that. In fact, I believe that that is going to be okay. Allow me to coordinate just a little bit and maybe come over here to launch an attack of my own on the dark square. So he's going for some sort of quick tactics here. I don't really have a problem with this. He takes. Is he really checkmating me? I guess he is, actually. He's checkmating me on h7. Wow, well that was frustrating, and the loss of the quick little rubber match here with my opponent GM Joey, frustrating to say the least, but not necessarily games I was that disappointed about to start, almost all three of these games, but tactically had a hard time dealing with the pressure and multitasking this conversation at the same time. This position still looked okay for me, right? I guess the idea of allowing rook takes h6 with check was the problem. Another few moves here, possibly like rook to e8, might have been just Fantismo, in fact. Still in pretty good shape, and maybe white is actually the one who gets in trouble. So yeah, I just did not see that rook takes h6 with check was an issue. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you around on Chess.com.